Hello.
Oh, you look great.
Thanks. I painted my face.
I did not paint mine. I've got like squashed bed hair, but I'm not the one playing a princess, so it's
Beautiful.
okay.
You just kind of look the part.
Yeah, where's your crown?
I have a baby tiara upstairs. I'm gonna see if I can fit it into the video.
Amazing. Like, let's talk about stuff.
Sure.
It's okay if we're awkward because I can edit.
We love that.
Yeah,
Awkward is my middle name.
mine too.
It's actually Alexis, but close enough.
Oh, mine's Elizabeth. But I have a second secret middle name, which is awkward.
What is it?
It's awkward.
Oh, I thought you meant that the middle name is awkward, but you know what I mean? Like the adjective, but it is awkward. I see. I see.
Yes.
Because
So
I actually my full name with the confirmation name is Cori Alexis Anastasia Rose Jasker.
that's amazing.
So sounds like a princess if you ask me.
It does. It really does. So you were like born to play a princess.
That's the dream. That's the dream.
You posted a thing a while back where you were like wearing a princess costume and you were like, go to this composer's page at this time to see why.
So it was my friend Dan Mertzleft is doing something called Quarantine Quiz. So if you go to his Instagram page, um, Quarantine Quiz 5678, he every day at 7:30 he posts an arrangement of uh, any kind of song with just like him playing the melody on piano or him doing like laws or something, so you don't know what the words are. And it's like crazy arrangements. So like mine was the song Unwritten by Natasha Bedingfield. Do you know it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he did it as an opera. So
Amazing.
so I put on my old prom dress and pretended I was like performing at the Met.
So the song you recorded for me
Hmm.
just now that you're going to be making a video for. Do you want to tell people what the song is about? I'll give a
Yeah.
very short like Reader's Digest like TLDR of the show is it's this I'm trying to think of like a way to not sound like a pretentious douche when I say that it's like bucking all the stereotypes of a like stereotypical fantasy story.
I
Uh
don't think you sound like a douche when you say it. You
well,
could just be
thank
like
you.
it's like taking a fantasy, but yeah, but getting rid of making fun of getting rid of all the stereotypes that are usually in a fantasy.
Yeah, so because like if I tell you the premise without saying that it's like I'm doing this on purpose because it's like a princess and a knight and a handmaiden and a squire go into this like scary magical dark forest on this epic quest to stop this dark evilness. Um, and the knight doesn't speak, and the princess, who's this like kind of spoiled princess, thinks it's because the knight's under a curse, but it's actually because the knight's a woman in disguise. Yeah, so that's the basic premise of the show. And this song, you can take it from here because you know the song.
Yes. So this song is if you picture like the typical like my favorite way of thinking of it is when Fiona is being rescued by Shrek and she's like is so super pumped to find out who he is and she keeps asking him to take off his helmet and he won't do it. That's basically what this song is. And there's lots of puns in it about heads, so that's good.
I mean, if you like puns, there's a whole scene in this show which might be the thing I'm proudest of that I've ever written. Do you remember this, Corey?
Is this the trees?
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes. It's so good.
There are
So good.
there are these monsters in the show that are basically giant man-eating trees, and the entire scene is just like all tree puns, and it is the pinnacle of my writing career.
It's good stuff. It's really good stuff.
So, yeah, so the princess is trying to get the knight to remove his helmet so that she can kiss him and help him break his curse, because she thinks he doesn't talk because he's cursed. And true love's kiss will break the curse. And
Right.
obviously she's his true love, because hello, that's the song. You record in, where do you record?
I am quarantined in Buffalo, New York with my parents and my dogs. So my makeshift recording studio is in my basement. This is Yeti microphone, and I put it on top of a bunch of puzzle boxes, so that it is level to my face, and that is on top of an old air hockey table that I don't think we've played on in like 10 years. It's now just a table. And then this is music on a stand. I'm in my basement and I just kind of sing into that. It's the quietest place in the house if everyone upstairs is being quiet. And my parents like to steal signs from hotels that they put on the door, the like do not disturb signs. They collect them on vacations if they're like cute. And one of them says shh. So I put that on the door upstairs when I'm recording so they know not to come down. And that's it. Voila.
That's amazing. My main issue is that you have an air hockey table and you don't use it.
I know we really need to be using the table, but it's just being used for storage right now.
Okay, what did you enjoy about recording the song?
I mean, I liked a lot of things about recording the song. I like doing art while in quarantine. I think it's so important to do something to keep yourself active and also to do it for fun. And it's such a fun song to sing. It's catchy, it's belty, it's a good acty song, which is, of course, always good for an actor because we like to act.
What are you doing to keep yourself sane during the quarantine?
Things like this, collaborating with other artists has been super helpful to keep myself active in what I love to do. And then I've also been taking a lot of time to try to relax because we probably won't ever have this much time to relax in the future at any time. We'll never be able to just like hang out. And I've been, spending time with my parents, spending time with dogs has been really nice. And I've been doing a lot of reading, which is another thing that I have a problem where I buy a lot of books and then they sit on my dresser or in my room somewhere unread for a very long time. So I've been trying to knock out some books and then also, like most people, I think, doing a lot of movie and TV watching. In the Buffalo newspaper, the like arts and entertainment section, they released, because there's no live arts and entertainment right now, so they released an article of all the movies about Buffalo or filmed in Buffalo or both, and there was one with Keanu Reeves in it, so we got like really excited because Keanu Reeves is hi Katie. um but Keanu Reeves is great, so we were really excited about the movie, but the movie was so bad. There was like no plot. It was rough. He was like in jail and then he wasn't in jail and then he like met someone in a theater and he was gonna rob a bank. It was rough, but it was cool to see parts of Buffalo in it. But other than that, it was pretty rough. I wish I could remember the name of it so I could tell you not to watch it.
So, because this comes up when we talk about quarantine, what do you think the future holds for theater? Oh my God, Batman. Sorry, my cat is trying to.
Um, truly, I don't know. I don't know. I, and that's one of the scary things for all of us is that there's no real answer. Um, I've been watching videos of, not that they're higher up on the list, but of people that would have more answers, like casting directors and agents, and even they are like, we're all in this together. We all truly don't know, which is a little terrifying. Um, but what is good is that we have still been working, with this. We're doing videos, we're doing demos, we did a live Zoom concert. So theater is still happening, and it will be back. It will be back. It's just a matter of when, I think. We're not really sure when, but I think it will be back. And also, a lot of people are creating right now. Like, I mean, like you're writing and you're sending things to people like me so that we are creating as well. And then who knows, once this is all over, perhaps there will be more concerts and more off-Broadway shows and readings and things like that. So I think it will come back. It just might take a little longer than we had hoped for.
Yeah. I feel like he just wanted me to hold him so he could get a better view of the birds.
I agree.
What were some of your favorite gigs before the apocalypse?
So right before the apocalypse, I was on tour with Charlotte's Web, with TheaterWorks USA. I was playing Charlotte, which was so much fun. We did a lot of shows for kids that had never seen live theater, which is quite the experience because they don't know the etiquette yet. So there's a lot of, if a character's doing a monologue, they would talk back to you and they get so excited, they get so into it, which is super fun. And Charlotte's Web is kind of a dark show, actually, but it was fun. You could tell that they were involved and that they had learned the lesson and they were so excited to see live theater. And yeah, and that's another reason that I think or hope that theater will have a life after this apocalypse is because it's so important in so many ways. And TheaterWorks USA is super important, getting theater to these kids that hadn't ever seen it before, getting to experience that. And then I got my baby's first fan art. I went to, we did a talk back at a high school for their drama club, and some girls drew fan art of me, and I was so touched. I went back home and cried. I was like, this is why I do what I do. I hope to, inspire kids to be able to share their stories and to help people. And yeah, it was a really beautiful moment and realization of like, yeah, this is why I do it. I want to help people by doing theater. Yeah.
Are there other theaters that you miss or have worked with that you want to give a shout out to or can't wait to get back to?
I mean, I can't wait to just see people in general. Like, I can't wait to see you and to actually get to be in the room. I know, to give you a hug and to be in the room with you and be able to do art, because it's lovely doing it separately, of course, but it's a whole different thing when you're in the room and bouncing ideas off of each other, and just to be able to be in the room with people like you and Eric. I miss the Valley. I miss the Valley fam.
Valley misses you.
And my friend Dan that we talked about, I miss him tons. He's actually here in Buffalo, so we did do a social distance cocktail. I went to his house and we like sat very far apart, which was nice. But yeah, I just miss being in the room with people that do what I do. And I love being home with mom and dad, but they're not artists, so I miss being in the room with other artists and creating art, and I can't wait to get back and get right back in it. There's a lot of things that I think people are working on that we'll hopefully have a start once we can, you know, see each other. So I can't wait for that.
If there are people watching who have the means to donate, are there any organizations you would like to plug to support in these trying times?
I mean, like I mentioned, that I worked with TheaterWorks USA. They could use any and all support right now. Actors Equity, Actors Fund, just because that's me, and that's my heart is there with them.
I think those are great ones. Actors Equity and Actors Fund do a lot of great things for artists.
Even in times, you know, that aren't pandemical. That's not a word.
Sure it is. It is now.
Is it really?
It is now.
It's like fetch. I'm gonna make pandemical happen.
What are words? Words are a social construct.
Yes. Yes, they are.
Favorite musical soundtrack to listen to during a pandemic? Mine is Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice is great. Beetlejuice is really great. Let me see, what have I been, it depends on the mood for me. What I've been kind of doing is like, if I want to get pumped, I'll listen to Six. I love Six. And I am praying and hoping and with all of my heart that they can come back because I didn't get to see it and I want to see it so bad.
Me either. I thought I would have time.
I actually had tickets for the first preview. This was the first time I've ever done this. My friends and I, who are Six obsessed, bought tickets like the day they went on sale for the first preview, so like months in advance, and paid a fair amount of money for them. Like I treated myself, but then I booked Charlotte's Web, and so I couldn't go see it, and now it's closed because of pandemical. And so I'm just hoping that they're going to be able to come back, and I think they will. I think that they can make it. So I'm really, really excited to see it. But yes, so that's my pump up quarantine musical.
I'm Six obsessed and was so excited to see it, and I was hoping to win the lottery and kept entering, and I just hadn't gotten lucky yet, and then the world ended, so I really hope it comes back.
Yeah, it truly was heartbreaking for all of Broadway. So I'm hoping that they can make it back. But then my pump down, or feels musical, I love Sunday in the Park with George. I love it so much. It hits me right in the feels, and I think the music is gorgeous and the lyrics are gorgeous, and I love everything about it, and I want to play Dot so bad. So bad.
Sondheim got an Instagram.
Sondheim got an Instagram? What?
Also, you would be a great Dot.
Thank you. Thank you. I would love to play her someday. I played her in some scenes in college, and that was an emotional experience. And now that I'm not that much older. It's only been a few years, but I feel like I have learned even more from life that I would love to throw into that role.
Yeah.
I can't believe I can believe.
Yeah.
I can't believe Sondheim got an Instagram. 14.1K followers. Good for him. 1 post, 0 following. Iconic. Truly iconic.
Also, his bio is just, he pens demon hits.
What does that even mean?
It's an anagram or whatever it's called. Not an anagram. Not an anagram.
Oh! Like Lord Voldemort?
Yeah, like the re-scrambling letters.
Like Lord Voldemort. Another thing keeping me sane during quarantine, rewatching Harry Potter.
There you go. How do we feel about Frozen closing?
So sad. So sad. And I knew a lot of people that worked on it who are out of jobs, and it was such a great show. It was such a really good show, and I'm so surprised that it won't have a life after this. I really thought that they would be one of the ones that were okay for sure. I feel like it came out of nowhere.
I loved that show, and that is not the first musical I expected to hear about closing.
Yeah. Yeah, I was very surprised. That was a sad day for a lot of people I know. We were all like, "What?" Yeah, that was rough. Very rough news, and it will be missed. It will be missed.
Yeah. Okay, so I think we can wrap this up. Is there anything else you would like to share?
Just that I think you're lovely, and thank you so much for reaching out and having me do this demo. I can't wait for people to hear it, and I can't wait for people to be as obsessed with you as I am and to listen to your other things. And I hope that they enjoy the song as much as I did. It's been a blast.
I think you are lovely. All these sentiments are mutual. I can't wait till more people know who you are. I think you're amazing and just phenomenal, and I can't wait to share this so that people can see how awesome and hilarious you are. I adore you.
Thank you. Bye.